Hi, I need a haircut, but I'm using my hair to cover my forehead pimples because for some reason, ever since like January or December, my skin has gotten real bad and it's really annoying. Because I don't know, last year my skin was fine and now it's making me really insecure. And, anyways, I'm going to be talking about everything I, geez, sorry. Started thinking about how ugly I am, but I'm going to be talking about the Oscars, and I'm sorry I keep looking up or something. I've noticed I do that. I don't know why. It's really annoying. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. So today I'll be talking about the Oscars because I watched all 56 nominations and it was really hard because a lot of them were not good. And like Pinocchio, that was horrible. And and Greyhound and Mulan. Yeah, but I had to watch all of them, man. And the last few days, I was watching like 5 movies a day just so that I could finish everything. And um, I did it. I watched all 56, and then I tried predicting, and then I chose my favorites. I just a list, and I'm gonna talk about what I feel about the choices that You see how the color just changed when I do this? It's like, ooh, it's cool. Okay, anyways. And I'm going to talk about what should have won, in my opinion, or just how it went. So this is the first time I've ever watched the Oscars, because I just got into movies, but it's funny because this one, it was like so awkward, because a lot of it was like online, and there was barely any people there, and it was kind of a mess, everyone's saying it's like the most boring Oscars ever, and I mean, it was still fun, because it was my first one, and I knew all the movies that they were talking about. So, yeah, I'm gonna go through each category, or maybe just the main ones. So, Best Picture, Nomadland got it, and I was happy. Well, I watched it in February, and I thought it was good, but I was like kind of underwhelmed by it a bit. But then the night of the Oscars, I was like, okay, I'm gonna rewatch Nomadland, and I know this seems like there's a bias because it won Best Picture, but like honestly, I don't really care about award shows. And like, though, yeah, I saw all 56 nominations, and I printed out a list, and like, did all these things. But like, I'm saying, like, I don't really care what wins and what what doesn't. It's like I don't really trust the Academy's opinion most of the time. So, but yeah, I rewatched it and I liked it a lot more. My favorite is still Minari. That would be my choice, but I knew it wasn't gonna win. And original screenplay, I wanted Minari to get that. I was expecting Trial of Chicago 7 to get it, and then Promising Young Woman got it, which is whatever. I think that movie was good, but like, I don't think anything was really special about the screenplay. I think she should have, Carey Mulligan should have gotten Best Actress, which Frances McDormand got. Which she's cool, but like, she already has so many Oscars, and but she was good in it. My choice was Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, and I was expecting Anthony Hopkins to win, which he did. And what's weird was that he wasn't even there, and they didn't let him do his acceptance speech over Zoom. And then like, they did it out of order, so they did Best Picture like in the middle, and then the actor things in the end, and it just ended abruptly right after they called Anthony Hopkins' name. And what people are saying is that they thought Chadwick Boseman was gonna win. They were gonna have like a thing for when he wins at the end, like they were gonna save it for last. but he didn't even end up winning. And supporting role, I thought Daniel Kaluuya was gonna win, and he did. I wanted him to win too. Actress supporting role, I wanted Ye Jung Yoon to win, and she did. And I expected her to win too. So that was really cool. International film, I thought that this one about was it Bosnia? I don't know, or was it Romanian? I don't know. But I thought this one movie was gonna win, but Another Round ended up winning, which is fine because that was my favorite. That was my choice for my favorite. I knew Soul was gonna win. People are mad that Wolfwalkers didn't win. They're like, Disney wins every year, which is basically true. But I think this year they actually deserved it. I think Soul was one of the most mature things that Pixar has done. And score, I wanted Minari to win, but Soul got it, which I expected. But I still think Minari's score is a lot better. And I think I got like all the shorts wrong, except the animated one. But like none of them was the one I wanted to win. Like documentary, I was expecting Love Song for Latasha to win, and it didn't, even though it was so good. And they gave it to about this thing where they force a Jewish woman to like visit a concentration camp who was from like the Holocaust, and I'm like, why? What was so good about it? Like I honestly got kind of bored and was didn't understand the concept really, and like she literally didn't even want to be there. So Love Song for Latasha should have won, and for short film they gave it to Two Distant Strangers, which like concept is interesting, but it was just like kind of like what was the word that people were saying? Exploitive, And I thought Letter Room was gonna win because it was really good. And documentary, Crip Camp and Mole Agent, those are great. I cried in both of them. And they gave it to the one where the guy like falls in love with an octopus, and I didn't get it. I think that one was just. I like the underwater cinematography, but that one was just so. In my opinion, it was like over dramatized. Obviously, Sound of Metal was gonna get best sound, and directing, I knew Nomadland was gonna get it, but I wanted Minari to get it. Oh, and then The Father got writing adapted screenplay, which I expected. So I think I got 12 out of 23 categories, which is more than half, because half of 23 is 11.5. So I got more than half. My first time predicting, so that's pretty cool. The Oscars were kind of lame. There's barely any fun moments. It was just Ye Jung Yoon's speech and Daniel Kaluuya's speech and Glenn Close doing the butt, which apparently was I've heard it was scripted, but I liked it. It was funny. I guess I don't know that whole thing where they're like, guess if this song was nominated, if it wasn't, or if it won. I was like, why are they? That felt kind of pointless too. I mean, I guess they were trying to make it more interesting, but even the contestants that like when they asked Andra Day, it seemed like she didn't even want to do it. And well, I'm trying to just remember everything about the Oscars. Frances McDormand howling, that was funny. And and a funny thing about Nomadland winning Best Picture was like, apparently like the city was like kicking out all the homeless people from that area where the Oscars were going on. Jesus, my dad just yelled for my dog, and then like so they kick out all these homeless people to prepare for the Oscars, and then the Best Picture ends up being a movie about people with no homes. I mean, they have homes. That was the message of the story. Their home is the community and stuff. But like they're nomads, and homeless people are nomads, and so it's just pretty ironic, you know. And yeah, most people were mad about the Oscars, but I don't have anything to compare it to, so I had a good time predicting it and watching all 56 nominations. What else? I don't know. I'm just sad that Minari only got one. I'm sorry, Minari. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Apparently, I've been saying it wrong this whole time, but they only got one award. I mean, that's very sad about that because it was my favorite. And yeah. But now that I've watched all these horrible movies that were nominated for best costume design, because a movie could have good costume design, but it could be the worst movie ever and stuff. But I'm glad I watched them, even though it was sometimes it could be insufferable. I mean, and it made me appreciate good movies more, movies I thought were just good back then, or well, compared to this movie, that movie was great. So now I'm really excited to come back to watching movies that I actually want to watch. I watched Little Women, the 1994 version, which I was expecting to be better, but I think that's just because I have so much high standards, because the 2019 version was so good. And then I watched The Meyerowitz Stories, new and selected by Noah Baumbach, and it's pretty good. It was great. Yeah, I like his writing, and all his movies are about New York, families in New York, broken families in New York, and yeah. So, and then today I watched Memories of Murder by Bong Joon-ho, which I was expecting to be something different, and I think that made me like it less. But looking back for just what it is now with my expectations, I think it was really good and amazing. And yeah, Bong Joon-ho is great. I don't know if I like it more than Mother, because my ranking would be Parasite. Well, right now, without Memories of Murder, it'd be Parasite, Mother, Okja, Barking Dogs Never Bite, and The Host. I'm not too sure about that. And then Snowpiercer at the bottom. Jesus. I feel so ugly right now, and I hate this video, and I just feel like I've just been talking about my own interests or whatever. Whatever, man. Jeez. Rex Orange County did a live stream today, and he sang a new song and some other things. I haven't watched it yet. I was really excited, and then I realized I had to do something right when the live stream was happening. So later I'm going to set aside time just to watch it, because luckily people saved it. It's on YouTube. It sucks I couldn't have been there live, but yeah, and then he sang a new song, and I liked it. Of course, I like everything he does. And he sang, I think, a French song, and that song that he sang in French was just a song I saved last week. Because it was in a movie, and I was like, oh, this song's good, and then he sang it. That's crazy coincidence. And I don't know how I've already been talking for 14 minutes, so sorry. Bye now. Yeah. Okay.